£132 million. This recent sovereign grant figure is more than a budget increase. It is the logistical engine for Catherine's evolving role. These funds provide the Princess of Wales with the professional staff required to operate with the precision of a senior stateswoman. Catherine and Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, have now formally aligned their households. Their security teams have transitioned into a single, coordinated protection unit. This tactical shift ensures that the children and both families move with a level of synchronized safety once reserved only for the sovereign. Queen Elizabeth II initiated this partnership in 2011. She personally asked Sophie to mentor the new Duchess, recognizing a shared temperament rooted in service rather than celebrity. That 13-year investment is now the family's greatest asset. Sophie is currently applying her professional background in public relations to frame Catherine's phased return to public duties in 2025. The strategy prioritizes substance over mere visibility. It is a transition designed for longevity. By connecting Catherine's Shaping Us campaign with Sophie's international work for women in conflict, they have created a formidable power block. This is a permanent structural change. They have become the institution's most stable foundation, proving that the future of the crown rests on the quiet discipline of those who understand that duty is a marathon, not a photo opportunity. The November wind at the cenotaph pulled at the edges of Catherine's black wool coat. She stood on the balcony of the Foreign Office, her gaze fixed on the wreaths of red poppies below. There was no movement, only the sharp, metallic strike of Big Ben marking the 11th hour. For those 2 minutes of silence, the Princess of Wales remained a figure of physical stillness. Behind the glass of the tall window, the royal staff waited with heavy wraps and warm water. But on the balcony, she remained exposed to the damp, biting London air. As the final notes of the last post faded into the gray sky, a gloved hand reached out. Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, stepped closer and placed her palm firmly on Catherine's right shoulder. The black velvet of the glove pressed into the heavy fabric of the princess's coat. It was a firm, physical contact that lasted exactly 4 seconds before they turned to move back inside. Catherine adjusted the brim of her hat, a small, precise movement of the wrist. They walked through the mahogany doors together, leaving the balcony to the cold. The heavy doors clicked shut, instantly muffling the roar of the crowds on Whitehall. In the sudden quiet of the hallway, Catherine moved alone toward the waiting car for the 30-minute drive back to Windsor. Sophie's current schedule reflects a strategic absorption of duties. Since January, she has increased her solo patronages, specifically those focusing on early childhood and military families, effectively shielding the Princess of Wales from the immediate pressure of the sovereign grant's visibility requirements. This is the application of the Bose-Lyon Protocol, maintaining the monarchy's pace through the silent labor of the support system. Behind the palace gates, the planning for the 2025 state visits is already underway. Sophie and Catherine have begun a series of private briefings to coordinate their diplomatic wardrobes and specific charitable focuses for the upcoming Canadian tour. The Duchess of Edinburgh is refining the logistics that will allow Catherine to transition from recovery to the rigorous demands of a transcontinental schedule. As December approaches, the focus shifts to Westminster Abbey. For the upcoming Together at Christmas carol service, the seating plan has been finalized. Sophie will take her place directly behind the Wales children, a position that places her as the immediate physical barrier between the young royals and the global lens. The heavy oak doors of the Abbey will open at precisely 4 o'clock. Catherine will step out of the car, and for the first time in months, the world will see if the shield Sophie has built remains as impenetrable as the walls of Windsor themselves. Is Sophie the true power behind the throne, or is her influence over the future queen a risk to the family's balance? Share your perspective below and subscribe to stay updated on Catherine's return to the world stage.